Welcome back, everybody. Right Family Gaming. We are on a new map tonight. I finally, well, let's just say, I was playing y'all know I was playing that Dredge Creek, and I just couldn't get into it. Just wasn't happy with it. I don't know about y'all, but I just couldn't stand it, so I looked around, I found one. I really like it. I set it up, started setting it up to do one tonight on, and then I finally got a request from somebody. And since he was the first one, Steve Patterson, that has requested, like I've been asking for somebody to give me some ideas or requests, I said, I'm going to do it. So I went and downloaded it. This is 4 Fields, the US version. I should say this is the Right Family 4 Fields, because I flipped it. So let me show you around. First we'll go over here. This is harvesters. We got one with corn headers, one with regular headers. We got all the root crops. This is the truck garage. This is for our big equipment. There's our semis, wheel loaders, lawnmower, forestry equipment. Of course, we got the heated wash bay for when it's winter. Don't want to blow our vehicles up. We got this one for outside. For the summer. So we got our equipment under these. We got 3 trailers there. We have our tedder, our Ford wagon, our trailer, square and round balers, and 2 seaters, 2 different kinds. But they do, each one of them does both together, so I thought that was cool. I just got 2 so we could do 2 at the same time. So I put this here for our tractors and stuff, since the big rigs is all the way over there. So this is the tank, it's full. Here's our tractor building. All our tractors running. And then my pride and joy here. Here we got my workshop. Got a little workshop here for us to pull in and out of. That's my little garage shed. We got the auto loader, the tanker, and of course my truck. I decided to go flatbed this time and put the 5th wheel hitch on it, just in case I want to pull one. And look you there. Right Family Gaming. Here's our fountain. Look here, we got frogs sitting on our frogs in our water. Rocks, tadpoles. And our little set place. There's our kids' playground. Got that going for them, and a little tree house over there. Got the lawnmower sitting out here. It's my wife's flowers. Got to make her a flower bed. So there's her flower bed. Nice potted plant there, tree. got our, and what a view. Right on the lakeside, right on the riverbed. See, there's our, you can tell it's a riverbed. There's our grill, cooking a little fire out. There's the, when the river rises, that's what it drags up, all that river rock. There's frogs in here too. Frogs everywhere. Big boulders. Got another picnic table. Look at all them frogs. Oh, big old, my goodness. Even tadpoles. Here's our little dock. I'm hoping I can pull up on this with that tanker and fill up. Of course, we got us some stuff out here. Got us some firewood collected. So there you goes, guys. Now here's my house, and donuts, and the kitchen. Hey, there's Rusty Money. Would like that. There's his donuts. Look at there, Why Not's coffee. Kids like playing chess. I don't know how, so there's our grill on the back porch. What a view. There's our nice fireplace here. Frosty up there. There's our TV. That's a little TV. I need a big TV. We need to get us another TV. This is a little computer room up here. The kids' PC there. They got a good view too. Of course, the master room. This is me and the wife's room here. Alright guys, so you've seen the home ground. We got all our equipment set up. I've took all the money out now. We are broke. I have done some changes. This map is supposed to look like this. Well, big fields. 4 big old fields. That's why it's called 4 fields. I have decided to make separate fields. So I'm the one that put the lines through there and made them smaller fields so I can have different crops. Not the neatest thing. I still got work to do, but for now it'll work. And we do have a little log in here. Not a whole lot. I ain't got a whole lot of logging on this map, but that's okay. We want something different. I gotta admit, I ain't never been on it before, but I'm really liking it. I think it's a pretty good map. Could be more logging. You know me, I gotta have my logging, but it's a change. This is a farming map, so So I have bought the productions. They're empty. I haven't done none of that. So we got fields ready, as you can see. Let's see, we got to remove foliage. Looks like it's all, no, that's, what is that, sunflowers? And then that is wheat, I think. Soybean, I think. Of course, that was sugar beet, but it's already been taken. So, I suggest, I ain't set no animals out either. Y'all can help me do that. Figure out what farm, what place to put it on. We're not going to put them at home like we usually do. So I say we get in the harvester here, since we got quite a bit to do. And I say we start harvesting. I don't know what's going on. What in the world? I don't know what's going on here. There we go. That's better. So I've never done this. I don't know if this would be better or worse. So I don't know. We're going to try it and see. Alright, so we're ready. Ah. There we go. So I could have cheated a little bit and got the wider with the laser light so I could get it all, but I figured why. So I'm gonna have to make that wider, ain't I? So for a change, you're gonna see a lot of farming on this map. Everybody knows how I like to take my maps, somebody else's map, and flip it and make it my own. Since I don't can't create mods or create a map, I'll just make one up. Now I do own the whole map. I went ahead and got the whole map. I know we've been talking about doing it, one at a time, but this is just how I like to play. I like to own everything so I can do what I want with it. Dang, guys, going too fast, ain't it? If it's a little bit, I'll leave it. I can't leave that much. Dawn be mad at me. So how about, excuse me, how's everybody Saturday then? Everybody had a good day, fun day, relaxing day, safe day. I know I've been playing my games. Can't really do a whole lot. My back's still messed up, still killing me. Feels like I keep telling Wyatt, sometimes I get hateful. I don't mean to, but when I'm in a lot of pain, I get a little hateful. And I told her, this is what it feels like. Somebody just made a knife in the forge and took it straight out and stabbed me in the back. Multiple times, over and over. Constant. But other than that, I'm alive. God's been very good to me. He's finally made a way for me to get see my specialist for my back, so thank God for that. That's all. See, I didn't even see we missed that. So I missed so much work this week. I didn't work Wednesday like I was supposed to, and then I went in Thursday. I made it the whole day Thursday. Shit like killed me. Friday I had to go see my head shrink. Crazy doctor, as I call him. He likes to see me ever since he put me on new meds and finally told me it was clinical. He got me some new meds just to try to manage it. He's been seeing me every 2 months. I was going like every 6 months. And I go to Ridgeview, guys, if anybody that wants to know. And I don't know how they are for anybody else, but I'll tell you right now, they've helped me so much. They've took so good care of me. I had no insurance, no money when I first got out of rehab. I knew what I had because, of course, I studied all of it. I didn't realize that the depression was clinical. That came later, once I started taking all the medicine and it never helped. Then I knew. I just waited for the doctor to actually tell me. So, I'll tell you a little bit of what they did for me. I come home, I had no money, no job, no insurance, and they took me straight in, which my rehab, referred me to them, so got me set up on this, some kind of insurance plan they have, and I didn't have to pay a dime. I just had to pay for my medicine, and they even put me on a program for that, and helped me a lot. And then, not only that, they started putting me in touch with some of their workers. Like, one woman was over the job situation, helping people get jobs. And, of course, I was still on probation. I had almost 2 years, 3 years to go. So, and fines was racking up on me. I had to get something. So, I started talking to her and getting her to help me. Of course, I already knew where I was going. I really didn't need her to help me find a job, but I needed other support. And I went to the person I'm working for now. He's like my dad. He taught me everything I know about cars. He got me into this business when I was 14. And I went to him, and he said, if you've really changed this time, well, let's give it a shot. And I said, I praise God. I've changed all because of Jesus Christ. So I got into working with him. Of course, I didn't have no tools, no toolboxes, no nothing. And I don't know if anybody's ever worked on cars or a mechanic and have to use other people's stuff. It kind of sucks. I just hate it because if something happens and you're to blame. So yeah, I ended up talking to her, and Ridgeview and her, got me a government thing. She went and bought me my first pair of steel-toe boots for the garage. Bought me my first cell phone because I didn't have one at the time. And they're just good people. And then next thing I know, they're helping me get my government tools for free. So they bought me a whole tool set, toolbox. Of course, none of it was what we asked for, but who cares? It's all free. So we're gonna go home and go sleep here. But yeah, they bought everything. I mean, it was awesome. And I've been there ever since until, let's see, about a year ago. Look at that. I love that. And go get cleaned up here. So that's cool. I didn't know you could do that. But anyway, they I had a falling out with him. I was with him longer than anybody else, and well, ended up being the head tech over there, and got put in charge of doing all the hard stuff, heavy lifting, transmissions, motors, and putting vehicles in time. The stuff nobody else wants to do. So anyway, I did all that for the whole time. Well, I had been complaining about my back for a very long time. For at least a year and a half, I know. And I went to the doctor 8 times that year. Get checked, and she kept telling me it was a muscle. Kept writing me muscle relaxers and naproxen. I won't take pain pills because it's my past. I just don't have nothing for them no more. And anyway, started taking them. Did nothing, just kept getting worse and worse. And me and him had that falling out. I ended up and what it was we was going on Thanksgiving break, and one of my guys was sick, wasn't feeling good anyway, and we had nothing else to do. I was working on like 2, I think, and I told him going home. Well, let's just say the one I call my dad, the boss, the owner, he come in that Monday. This was on a Wednesday. He come in that Monday, tore down a job, left and went fishing with his brother and never came back after he tore the job halfway down. So I ended up having to get my guy to finish it because I was working on big jobs. I had to get them done before Thanksgiving, before we went on break. So anyway, needless to say, that last day before we went on break, I told him to go on home. It was like 10:30, 11 o'clock. He went home. So me and Daniel and my buddy, even the other my electrical guy, he left. He gets to come and go as he pleases, because I'll be honest, without him, the garage wouldn't even be open. He does so much. None of us know all that, and half of that electrical stuff. He's a genius. But anyway, he was gone. It was just me and Daniel. And I finished up. Daniel's my office manager. He does the paperwork and all that. And I was finishing up. We had everything finished. He was done. And it was, I think, 10 or 15 minutes before 5, which is what time we got off. So we left. We locked up and went on home. Well, just so happens when we left, the boss decides to come in, which I wouldn't have thought anything of it. I mean, it was 10 minutes, you know. But he called Daniel and cussed him like a dog. Bad enough to where I seen a grown man crying, and I do not put up with that. I'm a guardian, a protector. That's what got me in trouble half my life, was taking up for people and getting in business and it wasn't mine. But anyway, we had just pulled up at my house. And Daniel's crying. Hack hangs up the phone, he calls me. And before he can even say a word, I said, "You shut the, I'll be there in a minute." I was mad. So I walked in. My wife had actually come to pick me up. She didn't know we left a little early. And she knew when I got out of the van. She said, "You better not." So I walked in there and he went to cussing. He said, "Don't worry about a effing thing. We're going to work Thanksgiving." And I said, "Nope, here's your keys." I left. You don't respect me for what I've done for you, so. anyway, needless to say, it was God's will, because that following Saturday, I was sitting in here like I am right now, in the gaming chair, except that was before I was making content. I didn't even know about stuff like that. And I went to the bathroom and got up and was coming back and had a coughing spurt. And next thing I know, I collapsed. Couldn't feel my legs. Couldn't move. I mean, I didn't know what was going on. I thought I was paralyzed. I really couldn't feel nothing. So wife ran over to my grandma and grandpa's house, which recently passed away 3 months ago or so. I'm still getting over it. I can't get over that. And got the wheelchair and brought it over here, and she got me up and got me to the hospital. And the hospital found it, and I've got a real bad deteriorating disc. But plus, it's bulged and it's sitting on my nerves, so. He looked at me and said, "I don't see how your doctor missed it." And I said, "Well, I don't either." So I said, "What are we gonna do?" He said, "Surgery." He said, "It's bad." He said, "I mean, it'll go. I mean, it'll get better, and you can walk again and all that, as long as you take it easy for a while. But it's never gonna go away. It's always gonna be there." And that killed me. And he was right. It took 3 months, at least a month and a half, before I could even walk. It took 3 months before I could get back to work. So I went to Knoxville and started helping detail cars and do body work. I hated it. The boss was good, you know, he's alright. I'm a mechanic through and through, always have been. It runs in my blood. My great-grandpa had the very first garage, diesel, big rig garage where we live at. I don't know, it's just, I can't do I don't know how to do anything else. That's the only thing I know to do. So I got off one day, and which the wife, she knew I was so depressed and I was having fits and spurts of rage. So she ended up, we said, "It's time for you to go back to work on cars." So I started, you know, asking around, seeing if anybody, I want to open my own, but right now money's so tight, nobody wants to do anything. And anyway, next thing I know, I guess one of the boys at the work told him, and he called me or texted me. Said, "Man, I really, really need your help. We just can't get caught up. We're way behind." I said, "I don't know about it." I walked off last time. I said, I'm done with that. And he said, "I'll tell you what, I promise you, I'll double your pay. You work your hours and your days. You basically work for yourself." I said, "All right, we'll give it a try." And that's where I'm at now. I work 3 days because my back can't take no more. I work Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. I chose Fridays because the electrical guy that works with us, he's off on Fridays, so I'd rather be there when they need me, you know. Which I can come and go when I please. I can go work 4 days, 5 days. I can go back full time if I want, but I can't. And of course, also my wife said, "It's time to tell your doctor, your shrink, the truth, that the medicine have not been helping and hasn't helped the whole time I've been taking it," which was like 2 years. And I finally broke down and went in and told him. I was shaking at that. I was shaking like a leaf and everything. I was out of it. I mean, it was bad. It was to the point to where I was done. And the bad thing about, I don't know if a lot of people know, but PTSD is not something that the military gets, just alone. It's not just officers, militaries. You can get it from any kind of traumatic experience, which is being in a car wreck that killed your best friend right next to you. I mean, I see him all the time. That's why I got it. I'll never live a day now without thinking that it's my fault. Definitely thinking it should have been me. But anyway, I told him, and he said, well, it's clinical. We misdiagnosed you, so. Now he's got me on clinical depression stuff, and something to help my energy, and it's actually helping. I mean, I ain't had an actual bad episode, but like I went to him Friday, and I told him, I said, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it's there. It's there every day. There's sadness in my life every day. Worthlessness. I'll never be good enough for anybody. Be better off dead. That's everyday thing for me. Every day. But the medicine they got me on now is it's a lot simpler, like a lot easier to handle. It comes and goes, not just straight all the time. But what people don't know about PTSD is how it works is when a negative thing happens, it will stick with you. And you know how most normal people is what I call it, can flip it, do something and change their mind and get, think about something else and go do something to get them out of it. But people with most PTSD conditions, and it's most of them, if you ask them, even if they don't know it, they'll realize it. But you can't do that. It sticks, and you cannot get it off your head. I mean, it's just 24/7 in your head. And it'll ruin you if you let it. It'll ruin a marriage real quick, too. Luckily, I got the best wife in the world. Only woman I've ever known to be able to put up with it. And I can be bad. I can be a handful. What kills her, though, is just not being able to help. Watch me cry and sit there and do me. And for nothing. Don't even know why. I don't know how many times I tell her I'm ready to go home. But I might get down, but I'll pray and I'll read my Bible, and Jesus Christ brings me right back out of it. And 2 or 3 weeks later, I might go through it again. There's been many a times that you see them videos and stuff on Facebook where it shows the man getting ready to punch the mirror and the wife appears in front of him. Well, my wife's actually done that twice. I lost it. Except she didn't get in front of me. She wrapped her arms around my back. Most women would have left. What I'm trying to say is, I know there's people out there just like me that's dealing with stuff like that. And I know they don't know what to do. They don't know how to get help, because I didn't. Especially if you've never dealt with it before. And it can be bad. I mean, people don't understand. I hear people all the time say, how could somebody actually hurt themselves? Well, you don't realize to them, they're helping themselves. Because with what they live through, it's not worth it. So yeah, and it can make you kill yourself really quick, really quick. Unless you talk to people and you get help when you realize it. When you see the signs and you know it, get help, reach out. I don't care if it's a friend, your mom, your dad, me. I'm telling you, I'll talk to anybody. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're 100 years old or if you're 5 years old. I will talk. And I can help you with mental health. I can. I can't give you medicine and all that, but I can put you in the right path. You just gotta trust me. I've lived with this all my life, ever since I was 11 years old. And trust me, I did. I tried to kill myself. I couldn't die. God said, nope, I'm using you. You're going to be my witness. And you're going to sing my praise, because with me, you're going to beat this. And by golly, I did. I still have it, but I'm beating it every day. But it is hard. Extremely hard. But like I've always said, with him, you can do anything. All things are possible with Jesus Christ. So, and also, I don't know who's in your neighborhood, but if there's a Ridgeview there, definitely hit them up, check them out, because they're really good. Most of them are really good people. It's a really good place. They ain't gonna hurt you to drive. I mean, what's the worst gonna do? They might be bad and not help, and you just leave. Can't be no worse than what you're already going through. You want peace, really? Do you really want peace of mind? And the pain to go away a little? Drop down. Hit your hands and knees and beg God to come into your life and make a change. And I promise you, He will. He'll be there. Like I said, it might not go away, but it will get better. I promise you, I bet you anything. Because I know my God that I serve. I don't even know how long we've been on here, but we still ain't finished with the field. These are some big old fields, ain't they? And I just remembered I ain't got no storage stuff set up either, so we don't care about the rain. So I guess we'll just have to sell this, or put it in one of the factories or products, I guess. Probably what we'll do. And this is 4 fields. For you all farming simulator guys that actually play it, it's not the number 4, it's actually spelt out 4 fields, and then it says on Mod Hub it says something with a V. That's it. When you download it, you get 2 maps. You get one in German and one in US. I'm seeing my phone light up, and I don't know, but I'd say somebody's live. And if I had to guess, it's probably my buddy Rusty Money Gaming. And most of them don't do much on the weekends. He's a good guy. Do anything for you. He knows I've been bored with Deadwood and a lot of these maps. And today he sent me a whole list of maps and things I could do, which I'd already got the request for this one. Plus, I'd already found the one that I found this morning, and I am going to still do it because I think y'all will like it. It's got a lot of farming in it too, but it's got more trees to cut than this one. I liked it. It was getting really good, and then I seen him. Steve requested this, and I said, thank God somebody finally wanted to talk and comment and give me some ideas. So I said, all right, I'm gonna go download it right now. And I quit doing that one map and saved it. Went ahead and downloaded this one and been working on it ever since. I think since about 2 o'clock today I've been doing all this. Trying to make it as good as I could for you. So let's see, we're about full on the wheat. Oh, I was holding the wrong button down. I don't know, but to me it seems like this thing kicks sideways. I don't know. Maybe it's just my eyes. I've been on this game all day today. Which I usually am anyway when I'm home, so it just makes things easier for me. I think it ain't just the medicines that's helped me, it's this. You know, I've been having these videos and trying to help others that's listening, and now I've got Discord and this farming family. Of course, my wife, I'd be lost without her. Even though she's a heifer. And my kids. That's what's keeping me striving. You just can't give up. No matter how hard, no matter how bad you want to, and trust me, you want to. And being in pain all day like I have been the past 3 weeks does not help. Guys, I gotta admit, I think this is the first time I filled this big boy up. So that tells you something. These fields are way too big. So we'll have to go through and look at our productions. And see if what we want to put it in. We'll get some more money built up first, and then we'll start placing some containers. When we get ready to put our animals in, that's when we'll do that. That way we can start storing our stuff. Come on now, I know you're fixing to fill up. Oh, there's some. I was fixing to say too that I think closing that back helped more than what it was when it was open. I don't see as much as I'm leaving. Yep, there we go, it's full. Let's go fill our trailer up. And then we'll take a look at what, because I'm still not really familiar with where everything is, so I've kind of been right here in this area. Alright, so we're back at the farmhouse here. Let's open our pipe. We'll switch to a tractor here. Let's get one of these. And I haven't tried, but I wonder if you can fill one of those up. I know it's a forager. I just wonder if you can actually use it to fill stuff in. Look, that still ain't gonna fill that container up. That's a lot. That little bitty trailer hold that much. That's 500,000 liters right there. Alright, so let's see. Let's look at our productions. So we got oil meal, sugar meal, But let's just, that way I know what takes wheat. So we'll start at the top. 5 minutes left, guys. We're about out of time. So this is the gardens. Oh, you can grow sunflowers. Shoot, I didn't know that. And corn? In a garden. Oh, it's a garden, not a greenhouse. I see that now. Now, that's pretty cool. So we got 2 of them, I think. I don't like to buy a nice plant because I don't never use energy, so why would I need that? Yeah, see, there's another open air garden. Okay, the windmill production takes wheat. So that's one. Sugar, wood, wheat. That takes wheat. That's the bakery. And close. So what do we want? Bakery or windmill production? I say windmill production. That's where I want. It said it makes pig food, so that's good. We can always use pig food. But guys, we're out of time, unfortunately. Can't believe it's been a whole 60 minutes already. Hope you enjoy this map. I think I like it. I think it'll be a good series for us to do along with our others. So give me some comments, let me know what you think. If you don't like it, I won't do it. If you do, we will. And most of all, remember what I said. I always say it, and I'll live and die. No matter how hard things get, no matter how bad they get, with Jesus Christ, anything is possible, and it will always get better. You're never alone. About Family Gaming.